Hey guys, I'm Leslie. I'm the mom at Our Happy Place. This is our family's YouTube channel where we talk about our fun family adventures, but mostly about all things Disney. If this is your first time here, make sure you hit that notification bell and subscribe so you can get notification of all of our future videos. And be sure to give this video a big thumbs up to let us know if you want to see more content like this. Leave me a note down in the comment section. I always try to answer all the comments on this channel, answer any questions you have, and I love engaging with everybody who comments on our videos. So if you found this video, you're probably looking for ways to beat the heat in the summer in Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida. And over more than a decade of going to Orlando, we've come up with some tips, tricks, and ideas that really make summer vacations in Florida not only possible, but it makes them enjoyable. So stay right there. I'll be right back and I'll share those with you. Tip number one for beating the heat on a Walt Disney World vacation in the summertime is actually going to start before you even leave home. And that's when you're making your choices about where you're going to stay, whether you're selecting a Walt Disney World hotel that's on Walt Disney World property, or if you're going to stay off of Disney property, what those accommodations are going to look like, as well as when you're planning your itinerary. Now, you're going to find that the middle of the day is the hottest part of the day in Walt Disney World, anywhere between 12 and 1 and 4 to 5. And that part of the day there, it's really, really hot. The sun's at its strongest. And what we always like to do is take a midday break. This is why we like to stay at Walt Disney World hotels, because the transportation that they provide really makes it easy to kind of hop back to your hotel in the middle of the day, get in the pool, get in the air conditioning, take a nap, and take that opportunity to enjoy the hotel that you spent so much time picking out. Because I know we put a lot of thought into what hotels we're staying on at when we go on vacation. I often hear from people in conversations that staying off property makes that difficult because they've got to get to the car, and then once they get to the car, they get the kids in the car, and once they drive back to wherever they're staying, they feel like they've consumed so much of the day and they're just ready to put everybody back in the car and drive back again. If that's the case and you can't leave to take a midday break and go back and enjoy the pool at your hotel, if you're staying somewhere that's too far away or that's not convenient, when you're making your itinerary, you want to put some time into this hot part of the day to be out of the heat and in the air conditioning. And you can do that by scheduling, let's say, a character lunch for that time of day, and being inside in the air conditioning for a while you're meeting characters. You can do that by hopping over to a neighboring resort. A lot of the theme parks have resorts that are very close to each one of them, and exploring the lobby. Disney World has some really beautiful hotels. They're all unique. So just walking around the lobby, looking at the gift shops in the hotel, spending some time in that hotel, getting a meal there, and getting out of the heat. So when you're planning and you're picking your hotel and starting to plan your itinerary, you want to consider these things. It's your number one priority. Do not be in the heat in the middle of the day in the Walt Disney World theme parks. The bonus tip for tip number one is this. Did you know that Walt Disney World theme parks tend to be the most crowded in the middle of the day? If you're getting out of the parks to go enjoy your pool or going to explore another hotel, you're actually avoiding the heaviest part of the crowds for the day by leaving during that part of the day. This is another advantage also of staying on property. You get extra magic hours when it's the parks earlier in the morning or later in the evening after the sun sets. Tip number two, BYOW, bring your own water. You will be consuming a lot of liquid. You need to stay hydrated. You are going to be walking, on average, people at Walt Disney World walk 8 to 10 miles a day. And the humidity really increases the need for liquid consumption. You're going to be sweating a lot, and you're going to want to make sure that you stay hydrated. With that being said, bottled water in the parks, we don't buy it a lot anymore, but I think it's somewhere up upwards of $4 a bottle. So that's going to add up really quick if you're doing that several times a day. So you're going to want to bring water with you. You can actually use a grocery delivery service if you like bottled water, and have groceries delivered to your resort hotel, and then carry bottles of water into the park with you. You're allowed to bring food and water into the Disney theme parks, which is great. So you can bring that with you. It'll be much cheaper if you order it and have it shipped to your hotel than if you're buying it while you're in the theme parks. People use a lot of different services. Some people like Garden Grocer, Amazon Pantry, Amazon Prime. We use a service called Kelly PDS, who is actually a local business in the area. We've been using her for years for our water and grocery deliveries, and we highly recommend her. I'll actually leave a link to her website down in the show notes. We're not affiliated in any way. I've just always been very happy with her service. So I wanted to share that with you. On top of bringing your own water, did you know that Disney actually provides free ice water? I know, something free at Walt Disney World. Provides free ice water at any of its counter service locations. So anywhere that's got a soda dispenser, any counter service location that dispenses soda, fountain soda, they are going to have free ice water. All you have to do is walk up to the counter, walk up to the ordering station, ask for a glass of ice water, and you will get it. Some places they will have those like big urns out that have the little spouts on them filled up with ice water and cups stacked up next to it. So feel free to fill up on water there. If you bring a water bottle with you, an empty water bottle, you can fill those cups and fill your water bottle with it. So that's really nice. It's filtered water. It's the same water that's going into the fountain beverages. It's the same water that's being used to cook with and going into the ice and anything that you buy. So it doesn't taste as terrible as everybody makes it out to be, in my opinion, and it's nice and cold. Okay, bonus tip for bring your own water. What if you don't want to bring your own water? I don't want to carry the water with me. I don't want to drink ice water. I'm just going to buy water while I'm in the parks. Well, that's your prerogative, and that's okay too. But did you know that if you have anything that entitles you to a discount in gift shops in Walt Disney World theme parks, like an annual pass or you're a DVC member, if you're going to buy bottled beverages like Powerade and water or soda, go into the gift shop to purchase them, because your annual pass discount or your DVC discount or any other discount that you have that will work in gift shops will also work for purchasing the beverages. You can't get that same discount if you buy it at the counter service dining locations or if you buy it off of the carts or the little bins that they have set up around the walkways. So you can save 10, 20%, whatever the current discount is, just by going into the gift shop to buy it. And you get to wait online in the air conditioning, so you really can't beat that. Tip number 3 goes hand in hand with tip number 2. Not only do you need to keep yourself hydrated, but you need to keep your energy levels consistent. You're going to want to snack often. And there are definitely plenty of Disney snack options for purchase. You can buy Disney pretzels and churros, and who doesn't love a churro? But you're going to want to also bring some light, healthy snacks with you to snack on throughout the day. We like to get things like fruit snacks and nuts and granola bars that they hold up well in our park bags, and with our water, we order them from our grocery delivery service and get them shipped to our hotel. That way, if anybody's in line for an attraction, you feel the hangries coming on, you have something on you that you can have for a quick pick-me-up, get the sugar levels back up to where they're supposed to be. With that, because it's so hot and so humid and you're going to be doing so much walking, if you have any medical conditions, you're going to want to talk to your doctor before you go about how you may need to change your dietary habits in this environment from what you have at home. Diabetes is a perfect example. The heat and the humidity can affect your sugar levels, plus the additional walking or the additional exercise that maybe you're not walking that much at home. People tend to not walk this much outside of Disney World. You're probably going to need to adjust your food consumption, your insulin intake, your medication. So anything, heart conditions, diabetes, anything that may affect how you have to change your nutrition, you want to talk to your doctor and be prepared to do that before you go on vacation. Bonus tip for number 3, along with the snacking from number 3 and the drinking from number 2, The other thing that there's a plenty of in Walt Disney World is alcohol. You want to make sure you're mindful of alcohol consumption. Alcohol, dehydration, and heat do not mix. So if you're indulging in adult beverages, make sure you're monitoring your consumption and that you are also drinking water in the process. Tip number 4 is packing and dressing and prepping appropriately. You want to make sure from your head to your toes you are wearing the appropriate type of clothing for what the weather is going to be. You're going to want lighter clothes. Heavy jeans aren't really going to cut it. Even if you're used to the heat, the humidity will make them incredibly uncomfortable. You're going to want clothes that breathe. You want clothes that provide you some level of sun protection. So something like this, something that's lightweight but keeps your shoulders covered. You're going to want clothes that are breathable. You're going to want to make sure that you use whatever prep products you normally use, like deodorant or powders, or body glides. And you're going to maybe want to have some of that also in your park bag for refreshing during the day. You're going to be sweating a lot. You want to make sure you're wearing the appropriate undergarments. Also, you want stuff to be breathable, lightweight, something that you would wear if you were out running on the track. Really clothing that's more appropriate for being in outdoor sports activities because you're going to be doing so much walking. With the walking in the heat, your feet are going to be sweating. So you're going to want to make sure that you pack multiple pairs of shoes to give your shoes an opportunity to dry out. Do not wear flip-flops. They're just not sturdy enough for your feet. You're going to be doing a lot of walking, and you're also increasing the chance that you're going to burn the tops of your feet. If you don't like wearing closed shoes, I really recommend investing in some hiking sandals and breaking them in before you go. I don't like my feet being hot either, so I tend to wear those a lot. I alternate between my sneakers and my hiking sandals. So you want to have shoes to alternate between. You want to bring all this stuff with you when you go. Bonus tip for number 4, sunscreen. Even if you do not wear sunscreen at home, even if you have a complexion where you tend to tan, like the dad on this channel does, you will burn before you know it, and you will be not only uncomfortable, you're going to be subjecting yourself to things like heat stroke and other medical problems. So you want to make sure you wear sunscreen. There are a whole bunch of different choices out there. If you don't normally wear it, do your research. Some people prefer natural mineral sunscreens. Some people like the good old-fashioned run-of-the-mill chemical sunscreens. That's totally up to you. But if you don't normally wear it at home, don't just buy it and go on vacation and start putting it all over yourself either. Make sure you test it like you would with any skin product that has chemicals in it. Make sure that you're not going to have a bad reaction to it. So like do a little test spot on your hand before you leave to make sure that your skin's not going to have a bad reaction to that, because that's another thing that you would not want to be dealing with in the heat in Florida. So if I had one piece of advice for you, sunscreen would be it. Anybody know where that's from? Let me know down in the comments. Let me know in the comments if you know where that's from. Tip number 5. Who's ready for tip number 5? Tip number 5. Shade and air conditioning are your friends. Shade and air conditioning are your friends. I'm going to say that one more time. Shade and air conditioning are your friends. They're your best friends. You want to make a point to get into air-conditioned attractions. I love the Enchanted Tiki Room for a number of reasons. I love the song, the Tiki 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 Room. I love the fact that it's a classic attraction, but mostly I love it because you get to sit down in the air conditioning and cool off. And those bits of air conditioning really make a big difference in regulating your body temperature throughout the day. Also, if you're stopping to do something while you're traveling through the theme parks, seek out a shady spot to do it in or an air-conditioned spot to do it in. Whether you're checking a map, recharging your phone, reapplying makeup or sunscreen, whatever it is, get in the shade and do it. You'll find that you're going to, even though it's hot out, if you're not standing directly in the blazing sun, you're going to be much more comfortable. Bonus tip about air conditioning. Most gift shops in Walt Disney World, if you see a walkway going around them, there's generally entrances on both sides of the gift shop. So for example, when you walk into the Magic Kingdom on the left-hand side, there's the Emporium. If you walk into the Emporium, you can walk all the way through all the stores on the left-hand side to the hub at the end. Now, if this is your first time there, take the stroll down Main Street. Don't walk through the gift shop. But if you're going back and forth, or if it's raining out, this works really well too. Walk through the shops. Take the path through the shops, get that little cold blast of air conditioning. I'm telling you, it makes a huge difference. Even 1 or 2 minute blast of air conditioning every 10 or 15 minutes really helps you regulate your body temperature. So seek it out, walk through the gift shops. And last but certainly not least, staying cool gadgets. There is a whole variety of staying cool gadgets, from personal fans to cooling towels to misting fans to those good old-fashioned hand fans. Personalized cooling devices that you can wear around your neck. You're going to want to bring that with you. You're going to want to research them and purchase them when you're at home. We like cooling towels. I know some people hate them because they basically make you wet. They're just something you cover in water. You wear them around your neck. It helps regulate your body temperature. If you don't like being wet, you're probably going to want a hand fan or something like that. So you're going to want to buy those things, pick them out before you leave on vacation, pack them to bring them with you, and that's going to help you stay cool in Walt Disney World. Bonus tip concerning gadgets. Well, and this is really concerning everything else on the list. When you are making your budget, leave some room for comfort items. I'm not talking about general souvenirs. I am talking about comfort items. Whether it's a really hot day and you forgot your fan and you want to buy one of those misting fans that they have sitting on ice in the theme park, or you forget your sunblock and you really need to reapply it. It's going to be pricey in the store, but you're not going to want to skip it to save money. So make sure you leave some room in your budget when you're planning to accommodate for those unanticipated additional costs. I hope you find these tips helpful. If you have any tips for staying cool, let me know down in the comments so I can add them to this video the next time we update it. If this is your first time here, don't forget to subscribe, ring that notification bell, like this video if you want to see more planning and planning videos of this nature. And I want to thank all you guys for coming and stopping by with us today. From our happy place to yours, I hope you have a wonderful day.